Welcome back to the podcast. We got Motivational Mike and Lucas Montana. Welcome. Lucas, we got to get you a nickname.
It's number one co-host.
All right, number one co-host, Lucas Montana. So I came to this podcast and I really wanted to talk to you guys. I went on a date. You guys both know, and we're pretty clear. We just want to be friends, just want to hang out, see what happens, but nothing crazy serious. And the first time I hung out with her, I was acting all nonchalant. I was trying to feed off of her vibe and act like she wanted me to be. And the second time I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to be myself. And the second time ended up just being a lot better because she was like, I feel like you're talking a lot more. You're being yourself. So I wanted to ask you guys, like, for example, Michael, I'll ask you first. For your interview, when you had the interview at Eddie V's, did you go in there being yourself, or did you go in there trying to understand the manager's personality and act like someone he would want instead of the person you are?
Nah, I just went in there acting like the person that I am. I feel like for me personally, it's just easier to be who you really are and just to be honest rather than putting on a persona or a character and trying to lie, try to impress someone. And because sometimes they can even see right through that. But I was just being myself. And he said he loved my energy. I was super positive. He's like, I love the energy that you're giving off. And he was feeding off my energy. So I was just being myself and it worked out for the best.
That's good, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what do you think, Lucas? I know you have a girlfriend now, but when you first met her and you went on that first date, were you being yourself or no?
I'd say,
like, you being honest.
Off the bat, yeah, because before we kind of broke the ice, I FaceTimed her before, and then like that is when it was kind of awkward. But then like we spent like 2 hours on it, so yeah, I was able to be myself. Like on the first date that we had, I didn't really have a struggle with like not trying to impress her or anything. I mean, if she doesn't like me for who I am, then there's no point of like dating her or anything.
So have you guys ever, like when you guys were younger, did you ever try to fit in and try to get in a group and then that wasn't really the person you were? Or anything?
Personally, no.
Never? Wow.
I mean, not really, dude. I was just like a genuine happy kid. I guess to like fit in like the cool kids, I don't know. I feel like they just treat people like crap, kind of. That's kind of why, like, they're cool. Like they just, I don't know. That have the common understanding of that. So I wasn't about that. I was always just been positive and stuff. So no, I haven't.
I'd say yeah.
You have?
Yeah, but then as Michael was saying, like it's like the saying, never meet your celebrities, right? Or the person you look up to. Yeah, your idols. Because they're not really who you think they are. So it's like, you're acting this way or type of way, and then you start to lose yourself, and then you realize that's not who you are, and then you can, see who you really are after that.
That's an interesting way to think about it. I mean, for me, my experiences, I faked it at first. I mean, when I just transferred to a new school from 6th grade to 7th grade, and I wanted to show people who I wanted to be instead of who I really was. So I went and tried to be friends with the cool kids, join the basketball team, try to do all that stuff. And that year was hell for me. I mean, I was so depressed. I didn't like who I was turning into. So do you think that, Michael, you went away for college. Did you try to get out of your comfort zone and try to just explore on who you could be instead of the person you are now?
Personally, not really. I just wanted to take the first couple semesters to adjust to the college and the campus. If I decide to go back, I'm definitely going to branch out more. I wish I did branch out more in the past, but it's whatever. But I just wanted to ask you, Tanner, like kind of like going back to like the date. Do you wish you were being yourself on the first date? Because I know you said you were on yourself on the second date.
So I kind of want to add on to that. But if you want to answer that question first.
You want me to answer first?
Yeah.
My perspective, it's like I don't want someone to know the real me. I don't want to be myself until I know that I'm going to be friends with them. Like if I didn't enjoy the date, if I didn't enjoy the hangout, I wouldn't want to give the effort, and it would just be exhausting being myself. I don't know. It's hard to answer. So I guess the truth is I don't have any regrets. The first date, I went in just trying to learn everything about her, like every little thing. And I wanted to just stay mysterious. And the second time I was like, all right, I'll start telling her about myself. So that's really how it was.
Got it.
That's cool. I want to add, not to the question, but to what you were saying when you were back in middle school and or high school. Was it high school?
It was middle school, 7th grade.
When you went to a new middle school and you wanted to be like the cool kids, there's this there's just like the psychology behind where, let's say you guys ever watch like a TV show or a movie and you see that like what happens there, you kind of want to display and use that as yourself. Like let's say you watch Karate Kid, right? And you see how like, oh, this person does this to become like popular. Because you see how Miguel was total nerd and he did karate to become popular. Yes. Like you kind of like want to build that off of you to become popular too. Like put yourself in that person's shoes to do that because you see what they're doing.
So are you saying people can watch actors or shows and stuff and see that that's how cool people portray themselves? Like, what are you trying to get at this?
No, I'm trying to prove that, like, if you ever watch a movie or watch a TV show and you see a character that you kind of like or is like the cool kid in the show, you kind of like try to act like that person in that show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do that a lot on accident.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even realize it.
Exactly. That's the thing. It all ties back. The human mind is like used to have this cognitive development. These are big boy words. I don't know where I'm going with this. To copy what you've just seen because it makes you feel this type of way. Like you watch Shazam or you watch like a movie or you watch F1, right? I bet a lot of people after that are thinking like, damn, maybe I could be an
like
F1. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say Brad Pitt. I was going to say an F1 driver, but
like him in the movie.
Yeah. You kind of want to adopt his personality because you see his personality as like cool, mysterious.
I understand.
Huh?
I said, I understand. I mean, I'm watching the show right now. I told you guys about it, Entourage. It's about this one movie star named Vince Chase. And he's got 3 friends that he calls his entourage: Turtle, Johnny Drama, or Johnny Chase, which is his cousin or his brother or something, and Eric. And then he's got his agent named Ari. And he became a famous actor and he brings his entourage wherever he goes. They throw parties, they get all the girls. They're just living in LA and living the best life. So I'm watching that show right now, and without even realizing it, I'm trying to act like Vince. And it's really weird. Like, have you ever done that? Watch a movie or a show and you just, without even realizing it, you act like the character, like Lucas was saying?
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to be like Spider-Man after watching Spider-Man, but I know what you mean. Like, it's funny.
Like, what do you mean you wanted to be like Spider-Man? You just dressed
like
up
that
as
was, yeah, basically. Like, that was my favorite superhero. It's kind of off topic, but yeah.
No, it's not off topic. That's funny.
Like,
what about you, Lucas?
Did you want to embody how Spider-Man acted in the movie and like how he was kind to other people and humble?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
What about you, Lucas?
You hit the nail on the head with that one.
You're going very surface level over here, Mike.
Yeah, he's not talking much.
What about you, Lucas?
I'd say, yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of movies I watch. I mean, well, no war movies. I'm not going to watch a war movie and be like, damn, I kind of want to go to war now. I'm not a psychopath. Like, I'd say the F1 movie, I'm like, damn, maybe I could be an F1 driver.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought that too.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not that bad at driving.
It's harder,
But then
it's harder than you think.
Yeah, you don't see what really goes on into F1. Like, none of us really like keep up with F1 or know what happens F1, but like seeing the training they have to do, seeing like how each millisecond matters or 1/10 of a second matters, it's crazy. And like the way you have to like build your car a certain way, put a lot of money, and then like study each track to learn like what's the best way to get like past each person. And then your tires.
That movie really broke everything down.
Yeah, and then you have to have different tires, like hard, soft, tire rotation. Yeah. It's crazy.
To kind of stay on this subject, but get off a little bit, I'm kind of relating this to social media because I feel like we said, me and Lucas, we saw Brad Pitt, you saw Spider-Man, Michael, I saw Entourage, and I want to relate that to TikTok and Instagram because let's say I'm scrolling and I see someone with crazy abs, built, tall. I'm like, damn, like I want to be like that guy. So I don't think it's just with actors and stuff like that. I think it could also be with influencers and people you see on social media. What do you guys think?
I agree. I mean, like you said with the abs, and someone that looks really nice. I think it's just case by case. Like depends on what shows you're watching and what side, I guess, on TikTok. Like if you're on bettering yourself and wellness talk, it just depends. I guess what you're paying attention to.
All right, you go.
I don't know. I was just gonna agree with you, to be honest. I mean, yeah, agreeing. I'm agreeing.
What are you gonna say, Jan?
Then I want to go back to, I guess, being yourself and stuff like that. So do you guys think it's ever right to fake it until you make it? Do you guys believe in that saying?
What do you mean by fake it till you make it?
Fake it till you make it means acting confident or skilled before you actually feel that way. So it's basically pretending like you're already the person you're trying to become. And it's not about lying. It's about putting yourself in a situation that helps you become the real thing over time. So like, let's say for modeling, faking it is I can pose in front of a camera, show up to castings with the energy of someone who's already being signed. But when I make it, I could keep improving, get signed, actually become the professional model that I was acting like. Or for fitness, you could show up to the gym, wear the gear, do the workouts, even if you feel like a beginner. And then when you make it, your body catches up, your mindset levels up, and then you're now that disciplined person. So do you guys think that it's right to fake it until you make it and like kind of trick your mind?
Yeah. I'd say it's a good thing to be able to trick your mind because your mind honestly dictates what you do in your life. Because if you just think it's back again, it goes back to self-affirmation. It goes to a lot of things. But if you just think that you're not going to make it or you're not going to be a model and just keep these negative thoughts, it's going to make it feel like a reality. But if you keep these positive thoughts in your head and just live the life that the person you want to be in the future is living, then it will just all come together and the stars will align and you will make it happen because you know you want that life badly. But there's something called what's it called, Michael? Imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome.
Oh, imposter syndrome. Yeah. Where it's like, I feel like imposter syndrome sets in when you feel like you faked it too much and you don't really have anything to prove it, to it.
Do you know what that is?
Yes. Or to show for it.
I've never heard of that.
I feel like up, bro. I don't know.
I feel like if you're with a bunch of rich people and you feel like you don't deserve to really be there because you didn't do anything to really show for it, I feel like that's imposter syndrome. You kind of faked it so far to the point where you're like,
you're like the odd one out. You're an imposter.
Basically. Yeah. That's what it is.
This is a social life example. Fake it till you make it. You act like you're relaxed and fun in a new group, even if you feel awkward. And then you start actually becoming more social and ease that more as you practice. But for an example, I guess that I did, when I started fighting, I acted all cocky and I kept telling myself, I'm a really good fighter. I'm a really good fighter. And then when I look back at the videos, I was terrible. And then I got humbled. I tried faking it. I tried throwing myself in the fire and saying how good I was. And then I went to Thailand and fought with some good people. And then I realized I was terrible. But I kept trying. I kept acting like I was good. And then I became good. I did my fight. I won. So that's an example of faking it till you make it with me.
I mean,
the thing is
no, take it away.
I was going to say, the thing is, you wouldn't have known if you were like shit, if you didn't humble yourself and go out there and get tested, I guess, by trial by fire. So it's a good thing that you did that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What were you gonna say, Lucas?
I think with fighting, you have to be cocky because it's gonna build your confidence. Because isn't fighting a mental game?
Everything's a mental game.
You're by yourself in the octagon. You have to say you're the greatest. I mean, like, look at Volk. What happened to Volk when he lost his what? He lost his
Volk lost, but now he's the champion again.
Exactly. So when he lost 3 or 2 fights in a row?
He lost 2, I think. No, 3.
Yeah, 3 fights in a row. 3. Just imagine that, how much of a mental toll that takes on you.
Got to be messy, yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess like Sugar Sean O'Malley, when he was getting up to being the champion, he used to always say, I'm the champion before he was a champion. He used to he faked it, and then look, he made it, and now he gets bitched by Merab. But we're not going to talk about that.
I mean,
so
at some point there's always a better fighter than you out there.
Always,
yeah. Like Merab's a beast.
Yeah,
can't do anything about that.
Do you guys think it's like, let's say I wasn't good at fighting and I didn't even try? Do you guys think some things aren't worth your time, or you think you should give everything a chance because just to see what happens?
I think everything's a chance because you never know what possibilities will come from it. So I think it's better to try it than not to. I mean, just try it for at least one day or at least one time, and it's worth it.
I mean, I don't think you should try everything. Oh, you mean like try everything you want to do?
Like, I want to relate it to you, Lucas. Like, this is why I asked this question.
Okay. All right.
About your interview, and we asked you like how it went. You said you didn't go. Like, there's no disrespect to this, but like, why do you choose not to go?
All right, no, that's a great question. I mean, pro, I could have. I don't know. The reason I choose for me not to go is I kind of told myself like, this isn't for me. This isn't what I want to be doing. I know I could be doing something else. It's kind of the main reason I didn't go. Wait, what was the main question?
Just how do you, is it worth it to give everything a try, or there's some things that are not worth your time?
I think well, as one gets older, you start to know what's worth your time and what's not worth your time. I know everyone says always say yes to everything when you're in college, but I feel like as I've grown, I mean, I'm not that old, but as I've grown, I've kind of matured. I've kind of realized that sometimes you got to learn to say no to some things because it won't benefit you and what you want to be doing. Because everyone is trying to find themselves in college and trying to find a career path and figure out what they want to be doing. Like Tanner, you're doing modeling. Like you don't want to do school shit, which is totally understandable. And it's just like you have to pick your battles. You can't choose every battle out there. You can't please everyone. That's how it is. So yeah, I'd say no. I don't think it's a good thing to say yes to everything or say yes to every opportunity. But at the end of the day, you never know where that one opportunity would lead you and who you will meet. So it depends on the sole person. But to me, I personally say I gotta pick my own battles.
That was a great answer, honestly, because I would have. I was just like waiting to argue with you and stuff, but you said that so well from your perspective, and that you kind of want to put all your eggs in one basket instead of putting a little bit in each thing. Because you want to find your path and stick with that path, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's no saying, but it's a saying in my own head. The fool who tries a lot is one who remains a fool, but the one who puts all his eggs in one basket becomes not a fool. I don't know. I like the word fool. I like the word fool a lot.
Becomes wiser, maybe.
Yeah, it becomes wiser. Something fool. The wise man once said, "Put all eggs in a basket," while the fool goes around picking all the eggs in other baskets.
Are you the wise man?
I don't know. I could be a wise man to someone.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
think you're pretty wise.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe I am. You never know. It all depends.
All right, Michael, I want to hear your answer too.
To try and everything, I think I say just go for it, because you could be pleasantly surprised. And like Lucas was saying, we're all finding our passions and career paths in college. So I feel like, especially even if you don't know what your passion is, or don't have like an inkling for it, might as well just try something, and you could discover your passion or something that you're willing to put a lot of time and effort into, and it could blossom into something beautiful.
That was well said as well. So you guys are kind of picking different paths. Michael, you picked the path where you want to try everything just to see, like, maybe I'll like this better, or maybe even if I don't like this, I'll still learn something. And Lucas, you pick the thing where you want to put all your focus on that one thing.
Yeah, because I feel like I know what I want. I mean, it's good to put your eggs in different baskets as well, because like you can't just stay solely focused on one thing for the rest of your life. You always have to expand that, and then that's how you build, more stuff. But at the time being right now, it's where I just want to just focus on one thing.
I'd say for me, like my answer is I think you should try everything. I agree with Michael because like for my example, when I went to Miami and I did the agency visits and did the interviews at the modeling agencies, I didn't get any of them. And I did pretty bad. I mean, I was trying to be myself, but I was really nervous and I didn't do too well. But I learned so much from that. I learned how a one-on-one interview is. I learned what modeling agencies are like. I learned what a casting is. I learned so much about the industry. And then when I went to New York, I visited 2 agencies and I was being myself. The first one was awesome. They were super nice. And the second one, the guy was more harsh. So I learned that there's so many sides to people. And I didn't even get that either. But even though they weren't for me, I still learned so much from those experiences. So I feel like you should try everything, even if it's just not worth your time. But obviously, if you're so focused on one thing and there's other things that you could attend to, you could go for, like if you get offered, like let's say, Michael, you're working at Eddie V's right now. Let's say you got an interview at Duffy's. You're not going to take that.
Yeah.
Like, because you're already at a higher paying job. You're already focused on that path. So I think it depends. Like if you have nothing to lose, then why not? Yeah. But if you already are focused on stuff, then
and it takes away from the other things like that you committed to that'll bring you more money or like more benefit. Yeah. There's no point in diverting your energy and attention to something else.
I agree.
Yeah. Like I could, for example, the modeling thing, I didn't want to do that. That's, not my thing.
Yeah.
Didn't want to put my egg in that basket, to be honest. But I went anyways. What did I learn? Some good sea oil free places you can eat down in Fort Lauderdale / Miami.
I mean, went to Aventura. It was fun. I mean, you had a good experience, made memories through that. And you also learn what modeling casting call is like, what an open call is. So what's your biggest take from the podcast, guys?
Moral of the story, in one sentence, one small concise sentence, is be yourself. If you try to put on a persona and try to be fake, then people will just not like you for who you really are. It's just easier to definitely be yourself more. But in some cases, like we discussed, fake it till you make it does really work. But I feel like if you do fake it till you make it too much, you could have imposter syndrome and people might like you for the wrong reasons because of your persona, not who you really are. So I would say 100%, just be yourself. In most cases, 9 out of 10 times, you'll get way farther and build stronger connections because of it.
And that's a clip.
Yeah, it is.
That was a clip. Good job.
Go. Find them back.
He's back.
All right, Lucas, what about you?
Well, Mike, he wrapped it up beautifully. I don't know how I can top that off. He always comes in here with these beautiful conclusions that...
Appreciate the glaze.
Of course, man, that you just wonder, like, what are you going to say next? But, I'd like to say, as Mike was saying, just be yourself. You don't have to impress anyone but you. Yeah, that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah. That's all she wrote.
All right, Tanner, let's wrap it up.
I'm going to go good tonight.
What do you got?
I'll wrap it up. So we talked about being yourself and everything like that. And I learned from both you guys that it's not really okay to put off a fake version of you. You should just be yourself. And if they like you, they like you. And if they don't, they don't. So going back to my story, when I was in 7th grade, I shouldn't have tried to get in with the cool kids and get in with people who weren't like me, who didn't like me for me. And I feel like to give advice to the people out there, if you're going through it in college or in high school or at a job, just keep being yourself, and the world will bring you people like you and people that you will like. And don't try to fake your personality around anybody. Just be who you are, and I promise you, everything will get better.
Mm-hmm. So I love that.
Don't change.
I love to hear it.
Yeah,
that was great
podcast, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video. Peace.
See you next time, guys.
Peace and love, baby. Peace and love.
Bye.